What's up, Drawdown King here? It is January the 13th, 2025, 1:36 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll get back to doing these maybe on Monday and Friday, and also maybe get them up on the podcast as well. If you haven't checked the podcast out, check it out. Please be warned, plenty of wholesome adult language on there. I do not hold back. And it's not always about the market. And it's just for entertainment purposes only. Getting ready to down an energy drink. Drop some caffeine on top of that. Go back, get a shower. Powder my nose and butt for the maybe 2:30 to 4. Wasn't really grabbing something. I missed a little short there off of the 58 level. You can look at the charts. I keep them streaming in the afternoon. They're never going to be in the morning. The first several hours of the morning is never going to happen unless there is money being given to me to do so. And we have the indicators. I give this stuff out for free. I don't know how many people are using it or paying attention to these repeating numbers, but even if you don't use it, the thing is you should at least put these in your mind. Put them on your charts for a little bit, just so you can say, okay, I get it. This does or doesn't work for me, but I guarantee you a couple things here is that they are replicatable. They do, in fact, work. You can use them on many different markets. Right? Many different markets. And it's the algo levels that they're working on with these. We're going to try and walk around the trail here, get the blood going. Blood's bitten. When you don't exercise for a while and you're in because of weather or whatever, your blood gets thick. It turns into like old nasty bullshit motor oil that's can't even do anything. It just gets all clogged up. All your body gets clogged up. All the food, especially if you're not eating real healthy, good quality, wholesome foods, that will even make it worse. So as soon as you have a chance, whether you miss a few trades or not, it doesn't matter. Like I saw some trades, I missed a couple. I was opening the charts up and talking and doing the intro there, and it doesn't matter. I missed a few trades. I dropped it on there. I showed you what's going on. But the new direction here, I've done a lot of stuff and overviews, and I share screen clips, screen recordings, and clips. I'm going to cut back on the short videos. Like if you watch the intro to the stream, it's going to have that short video at the beginning. I just don't have the time, want, or patience to make separate short videos every day and upload them and do all that stuff. And I was talking in my video there as well about this ridiculous copy trader 20 to 40 to 80, 1,000 account. I just think that whole stuff is such a ridiculous shit show. Even if I could do that, I mean, get all the software connected and whatnot, I just wouldn't want to. I think they're going to stop that at some point. And anybody who's caught in that, who can't trade a couple accounts, can't trade average contract sizes, and really have a sensible approach, they're just going to lose themselves in that, and it's going to get really bad. So I just think this whole YouTube streamer stuff with I made $50,000 or 80, or people is just posting every day I made $10,000. It's like, looks like you made like 900. I made 10,000. It's like, I don't know. I'm not too impressed. I don't care if you made 10,000 or 50,000 a day. If you do it on one account or something like that, yeah, then you can do it. But I'm just not impressed with anybody putting up big numbers on copy trading and then trying to sell me some kind of valuation so I can do it. Come on now, get real. Go off somewhere with yourself, because you're not going to scam me. And that's all that stuff is such a scam. I was doing live trading there and showing my trades, and was doing it pretty good. I'd probably do it a little better, but I don't even want to get into that. I don't want to show live trades. I know there's pro traders out there that do it and posting the profits, but really, trading is one of the few things, and I think it's okay when you're doing evaluations and you're practicing and you're showing, but when you get in your live accounts and you're making money, I'm not showing what I made. Maybe I'll show an odd day here or there, but I'm just not going to show what I made. I think trading is one of the only professions where people get in and show what they made. Look what I made. It's like comparing how big a boats I got, or comparing your new car or my new Lambo. It's just so much trash that goes into this world of trading, and most all of it is garbage, and I don't want to be a part of that garbage. Used to show videos of scalping NASDAQ, and I can still do that if I had to. I just don't want to. I don't like it. I don't like that large size stuff, and I'm not a fan of posting profits all the time. I'm not a fan of this artificial way of gambling, casino type stuff. It does nothing for me. It's just weird in essence. It doesn't make any sense. It just makes the trading look like a big cesspool of nothingness, just devoid of anything. So that's my spill there about that. Just came up a hill. Gonna do a few laps, get a shower. May even miss out on trading today. You know what? I don't care. I missed the trade earlier. You miss it. It just been a quick scalp, but it's the trade I wanted. I missed it. Could have came in and got a support bounce long. Gonna wait that one out. You look at that really large 1 hour candle. You're like, yeah, if you can get a short off one of these major levels, but you can't get off that 1 hour candle, you miss the short off your main level area, wait till it drops to the area where you would have exited, maybe pushes up a few ticks, and then get back in short. You can't do that. Unless you're just in ultra quick scalp mode, size down, your mind's on the game, this type of thing. So without any further ado, we're going to get off here shortly, but we'll still keep pushing. Got some caffeinated beverage. Get the mind going here. And, that's how it is. So I'll post this. What I'll do is I'll start posting this in the Discord, and then I'll upload it to the podcast. I don't know if it'll be right after that or later or whatnot. We don't really know. Maybe right after. Let me call it like a walk and trade type thing, or Monday intro, or welcome to Monday, starting the week off right, or Monday weekly ramblings. I don't know. We'll call it something though. We'll have a title for it, and we'll go for broke. Whew. Already feeling better after this walk, so like I said, I got a few things I got to do when I get back. Heard he had some sweet potatoes, waking sweet potato. Pretty cold out here today. Hands are freezing. We don't care. Snow's melting off. It's a good damn thing. It's a very good thing. Whew. Starting to feel good now, I'll tell you that. I ain't lying when I say I ain't lying when I say we're going to do a few laps here, get back. Even if we don't get any trades in today, that's perfectly fine with us. We're waiting for the market to get into a balance so we can read those algos really good. And they had some nice stuff going on this morning, but we weren't messing with it. Really, you could say this week is the first week. You could say this is the first real week of trading. To me, we got another holiday. These holidays are bullshit. Just non-stop holidays, non-stop market closures. I don't care if you got holidays, just don't close the damn market. How about that? That's why I don't like holidays. Too many closures, too much horse shit, too many penny-ante ass dumb things that's going on, and I'm just not a fan of it really at all. So we'll start getting that up there for you. Maybe I'll start tagging the podcast with the link to this stuff as well. All right, we are turbocharged now. Probably do 4 laps here. Should be close to 2 miles. Get back in, start exercising. Exercise is more important than getting that trade in. Get that exercise in. You miss a trade because you were exercising. Much better than to miss exercising because you were trading. Keep that in mind. Unless you just, that's usually the mindset you got to be looking at. Because if you're not getting your mind and body into it, you really aren't getting anything into it, you know what I'm saying? You really aren't getting anything into it. I found about 2 miles when you're walking. Really, when you get about 1.5 miles, 2 miles, that's really where, if you're walking, where you start getting optimal results. So, that's really what you want to look at there. and what kind of things that you need to keep in mind. So, to get optimal performance results, I've not ran the stats, I'm just using it from personal experience. A mile, the first mile is always the one where you're like, yeah, I'm not really a fan of this shit. I don't want to keep pushing for this. And you keep pushing, then there's a breaking point where it's like, oh my God, yeah, this is exactly what I needed. This made all the difference in the world. So, a lot of people got rushed into trading today, and you did well, you blew your accounts, it's Monday, it's a 5-day week. Had all these holidays, I'm going to go for it. I get it, I've been there, I've done that. But what happens when you don't trade on a Monday? What happens? Anything tear up? Probably not. A lot of times, just listening to your body and listening to your mind, getting your energy, especially after periods of time where you're stuck in the house, then your emotions and your mentality. I mean, you're looking at biochemistry type of things, and you get a lot of toxic buildups in your system. Your hormones aren't working right. Your sleep-wake patterns are off. There's a whole thing like that. And then your exercise is going to balance that out, stabilize those imbalances, or stabilize those irregular patterns. Sort of like the king stabilizer is getting out walking or jogging or bicycling. It may even throw you off and you're like, I'm too tired. You know what? That's okay. Most important thing is getting your system in order. I can guarantee you sitting around eating a bunch of sugar, drinking caffeine, not getting proper exercise, having alcohol in the evenings, eating fast food, pizza. You may do that for a little while. It's going to catch up with you. Let's say you got into a row and you made a bunch of money, and you kept going and going and going and going, and got ahead of yourself, your body got out of whack, and you lost it all, went bankrupt, lost your house, lost your cars, lost everything because you wouldn't take the time to look at and study your food choices, your supplementation, and then take into consideration your exercise, your lifestyle, your blood flow. What kind of things could you take? How could you modify your dietary intake? Could you cut back your sugar, your salt? Do you need to reduce your animal proteins intake or eliminate them? Cut dairy, cut corn, cut peanuts, cut all your major allergens, soy. Cut all those major oils out, especially seed oils, sunflower oil, safflower oil, corn oil, peanut oil, cottonseed oil, vegetable oil, canola oil. A lot of stuff's the same. Most of that stuff is crap. It's the single worst thing that you can eat is oil. Gluten as well. Overabundance of gluten, highly processed, unnatural seed oils, sodium and sugar, and then artificial sweeteners. So, really the whole Drawdown King ideal is not only for the markets, but we're also looking at ideas in nutrition and other aspects. Your exercise patterns, your dietary patterns. I'm putting that all together. Now I'm going to start really getting on a roll as of today on the nutritional aspect of things. What did you eat? You had a bad trade. What did you consume? Did you sleep good the night before, right? Have you been getting proper exercise? Have you been having arguments with a wife or a parent, spouse? Have you been doing this? Have you been having financial difficulties? Have you been, so that's really where we're going with this. Started off as entertainment and randomness and things of this nature, and then we get into trading and mix that together. Then we're going to get into health and nutrition, because it's all intertwined. And if you're not willing to get into the health and nutrition aspect, you're going to have a major problem at some point. Major problem, right? Major problem. And then you're going to have to get yourself out of that problem. So just because that you got some trade or did this or did that, or I'm so good, or let me post to social media, or let me start a YouTube channel where I'm patting myself on the back and telling everybody how great I am and showing these 20 account type treatments, getting all these affiliate revenues and showing myself streaming and throwing my face up like the Home Alone type of look, the shock and awe look. We really got to move past that. We got to push those characters out. We got to unsubscribe from their channels. We got to get them out of our life. We don't care that these yozos are out riding around in Lamborghinis, wearing expensive Rolexes, a Lamborghini and a Rolex, and got supermodels in mansions and things in the background. We got a helicopter coming up here. It's a loud one. So we don't care about any of that. That's not healthy. That's not helpful. That's destructive. That's anti-humanity, basically wrapped up in a simple thing. So I'm not showing my face because I don't like to see people's face when I'm looking at charts. It's like, get your fucking face out of the goddamn video. I don't want to see your fucking face. That's the way I look at charts. That's the way I've learned. That's the way I watch other people stream. I just want to see the charts. I don't want to see fucking affiliate links flying all over the place, because I'm going to shut it down. I don't care. You got affiliate links in your profile or somewhere. Stop talking about this fucking company all goddamn day. I don't care about this company or Apex or 20 accounts and we got a 90% sell and banners and shit. I just don't give a fuck about that stuff. I really don't. In fact, I'm going to delete you. I already started that. I already started deleting people like Danny Trades and Sean Trades and Alpine Trades and Patrick Whelan Trades. They've not shown me anything. I mean, sure, I got in a trade and had a big couple wins here and there, but I've not learned anything from those dudes except what not to do, who not to be like. Even if I could do that, would I want to do that? And the answer is no. I would rather get beat silly and tossed off a bridge somewhere than to act like a worthless, self-centered jerk who gives to themselves and granders themselves and puts themselves on a podium. Basically turns themselves into a god and gets other people to worship them in some kind of sadomasochistic ritual. We're going to do a video on that, why I think that most YouTube streamers are nothing more than sadomasochistic idols. When you idolize something or someone like that, it takes away from your humanity. It takes away from your core spirit. And giving your money to those prop firms that they keep showing over and over again is just giving money to the Antichrist. You know what I'm saying? Do you want to give money to the Antichrist and be a part of a false idol? Bearing false witnesses? I don't know. I don't like that stuff. I don't appreciate that stuff. I think it's a scourge of the internet. I think it's a scourge of YouTube. It's the scourge of the trading community. If you're so great, show your charts, show your setups, show your ideas, why you get in, why you get out, and put them up there and leave them there. Then shut the hell up. Nobody wants to see your 20 or 40 account copy trades or nothing like that. I don't want to see it. Now, if you're doing that and you're making money and you're being quiet and you shut up, I don't care. But if you're going to come out here and start copy trading in my face and touting it as the greatest thing since sliced bread, that's when we have issues. You know, maybe you can put your money to work. Maybe you can do better with yourselves. Maybe you can learn a little something and stop being so head up your own ass, right? We ain't got time for that fucking shit here in this world. If you're going to be like that, you need to have another thing coming, right? You got another thing coming. All right. Well, that's sort of that talk. Now we're on to the next things here. Hopefully we're still recording. We'll get this episode and transcript posted here a little bit later. Then we'll just go from there and see what's up. See what's up, man. So what's up, man? I'm going to do like one more lap here. See, it's finally getting to that point where I'm like, aha, this is why I did 2 miles. I got it now. It happens every single time. You're like, I don't want to, I don't feel good, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. It always works out. Every time. Without fail. It works out. You feel better, you think better, you reason better. Your logical processes are more in line with normal health and immune function. So one more lap. This should put us close to 2 miles. We're going to get back. We're going to transcribe this, upload it over to the podcast. Think about it, look at it, get a feel for what's going on. I don't want to do this last lap, so this is the most important lap, because I don't want to do it and I don't feel like it. This is the most important lap right here. It's never the ones that you had easy time with. It's always the ones where I dread it, I don't feel like it. That's the ones that's going to have the most benefit on you personally, on your health, on your mentality, on the way that you think you're able to focus and function from your day-to-day in light of any adversities and challenges that appear in your life. So keep that in mind. It's never the easy ones that are most beneficial. It's the difficult, the challenges. You can put that in the same way with anything, easy relationships. Is that always the case? No. Some things are natural or come easy, as you say, but there was a lot of work put in behind the scenes. And sometimes when certain things come together and there's an equal amount of work on both sides, you may say it come easy, but that still comes from a long time of difficult, thoughtful, reasonable ideas and processes there. So one more lap. Hopefully we're still recording. I hope so. I would take a look, but I don't have a book. All right, final lap. This is the most important one. Do you take off running? If you've been walking, do you keep your pace the same? Do you go ape shit? Do you call up all your friends and family and do you post it on YouTube? I made it! My challenge, I made it! Look at what I did, everybody. And that whole YouTube thing, I mean, I'm on there obviously, but I'm not trying to impress anybody at all. In fact, I would try to anti-impress. Well, I don't know if he's a good trader, or I don't know if I want to trade like him, but I get the ideas and I see the importance of these areas, and I'm going to incorporate that into my own style. Just to see what happens. And that's all I'm going for. I don't care if anybody thinks about me. It's like, think about these ideas, think about these areas, think about the algorithms, think about these number sequences, and then put those patterns together and sequence them. Maybe you come up with a better pattern or a better sequence, and that's evolution. There's a better pattern or sequence to it. That's the evolution. That's how things evolve. That's how a initial idea that in 100 years is like, that's very archaic or rudimentary or very basic or very limited, but then it becomes very advanced in skill. In another 100 years, well, that's very basic, and everything is very rudimentary and basic, yet can be very advanced at the same time. Can be like the most basic thing in the world, but at the same time can be one of the most advanced things in the world simultaneously in parallel. Right? Depends on your situation, your thought process, how you approach things, and what ideas that you're able to reflect, what kind of things you're able to change, where you're able to focus your thoughts, your energy, and then how you're able to amass additional knowledge is basically what you're doing here. We're to learn to navigate, to improve, to pass on knowledge to future generations. And with the internet, it's our duty to make sure that our knowledge does not disappear. Maybe there'll be challenges or things in the future, but it's our job to make sure that things do not disappear. To make sure there's better ahead, make sure we learn from what's going on in the world, make sure we see disasters and awful weather patterns and economic issues and things. We're able to learn from that. We're able to grab that knowledge. We're able to see the details, read between the lines, and learn when somebody's trying to bullshit you